Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. So firstly, I want to say thank you for all the love. Hello to all the new subscribers. Thank you for joining me. I highly appreciate you all the love. So we are going to get into a pick a card today. We're going to be doing oracle cards again. They will be the thumbnail. So we're going to jump straight in. Please subscribe, like and comment if you haven't already. Let me know down below what you'd like to see next. So moving into the oracle cards, I didn't even say what we're going to do today. We are going to be doing self-concept, what you are mirroring and what you need to mirror. Does that make sense? So we are going to jump straight in. So pile 1, you are ghost. Pile 2, you are illusion. And pile 3, you are survival. So choose whichever oracle card is calling to you, whatever stands out. Use your intuition. Pause the video if you need more time. Amazing. Let's go ahead and get started. Pile 1, you are ghost. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. So firstly, what I'm just channeling from the oracle card, I also picked 2 more oracle cards. We are going to get some more just pre-shuffled. But honestly, first thing, you need to release the past, okay? There is something here about you mirroring a lot of your past, a lot of I'm hearing like what you've lost. Some of you, I'm hearing like retrieval. I don't know if you've had to do a lot of healing work recently. There has been like a lot of trauma you've had to unveil is what I'm hearing. But with the gravestones, it reminds me of endings. So you're in death transformation right now. You are ready to leave that part of your past behind. It's almost like, not that like you're never gonna have trauma to revisit again, right? Because there's always room to heal in life. But I get this vibe, Part 1, that it's almost like you've completed this last cycle and it is time for you to move on. Because even with procrastination here, I feel you have been really stuck when it comes to what you are trying to create. Maybe you really just felt like, again, I feel like empty. You've been trying to retrieve new growth, maybe new wealth here. And a lot of like your self-concept has been that of the past. It has been what you've lost, what you've been through. Not to take away what you've been through, because you are 1000% valid in that. But I almost feel like now I'm hearing it is time, right? Notice how the cat, some of you, the cat is your guardian here, or really watches over you, right? It is time to move on. And the only thing that is stopping your growth, you mirroring that which you want to manifest in your life, is you, okay? It's about you letting go of these ghosts. Some of you may be spiritual, or maybe you're mediums as well. You spend a lot of time at gravestones as well. Maybe you're really called to work with death magic as well. And not just death magic, but maybe alchemy, maybe again, just like destruction of self. You are really destructing or deconstructing, sorry, your old self-concept, this concept that you are nothing, that you are not worthy. Some of you haven't really felt connected to your body. I feel like my throat as well is a bit restricted, and I feel it's because you really need to just get out and express. Some of you physically need to get out, but you need to express this creation, this idea. I feel like you're creating something. There is something here about you just do it, like courage, go for it. Stop spending time alone, spending time in graveyards. It's giving me like Elena Gilbert vibes, you know, at the beginning of Vampire Diaries, if you've seen it, where she's like in the graveyard and like mourning over her parents. It's always this mourning energy. What else? Where is your life? Okay, it is okay to be connected to death. Honestly, sometimes death can be more comforting than life. but I do feel like it's about time you start moving forwards. Your intention is very important with the candle here. Again, your beauty, it's almost like even with this medallion, you see how she has this time. Some of you are great time travelers, hence this mediumship. Like you are able to really go back towards the past or any point in your life to not only heal and transform from the past, but to receive your manifestations. And I feel like the raven is great for you, or any sort of like member of the crow family, to help you connect between the ethers. Some of you are psychic mediums, you are like, I just feel like you need to use your gifts more, your divine gifts, spiritual gifts. You're going to start to emulate that, okay? You are going to start to become this death energy, even with the cat energy as well. Cats, portals, right? Very intuitive, connected to our third eye, see different dimensions all around. I even see like, whoa, I'm seeing like spider's eyes as well. Like I almost feel like I'm seeing through the lens of a spider's eye, and it's like different perceptions, right? You have this ability to create yourself over and over again. This is your self concept. Shapeshifter, big shapeshifter energy. Some of you Persephone as well, maybe someone that you want to work with. I see a lot of like Greek deities, so maybe Hecate as well, or Hecate, depending on how you connect with her. There is something about some of you, there is a past loved one around you as well. If not a past loved one, I do see, it's almost like, I don't know, I see you mourning either a member of your family, or I see you mourning maybe yourself as well. Because if you think of self-concept, right, it is mirroring beliefs. It's almost like I see you just really mourning this old self, but more than that, I see like past life energy. Some of you maybe need to do a bit of past life work to understand deeply who you are. I see you having like this very strong vision, or if it's not a vision, if you're not choosing to be psychic, or develop your gifts, I see like it's more this awakening. It's almost like you're going to have an epiphany coming up that is really going to connect you to that of like yourself, your vision, okay? It's almost like you're going to start to see yourself in a brand new way. You're going to have a glow up. You're going to start to show the world more of yourself. I see more social media. Not even that, but just like spiritual gifts. It's almost like I see mundane energy, right? It's almost like you're going to start to have these visions, or you're going to start to have your work push out into your normal life. And okay, and I say normal life, it's almost like a Raven Baxter energy. Like even if you do something creative and you do it as a hobby, like I see something that you do to yourself, like even like a manifestation, you're going to share something, it's going to blow up. You're going to have people, maybe if you work elsewhere, come up to you and ask you, okay, how did you do this? It's almost like there is going to be a lot of growth, right? And I see a lot of people, like I see you holding like a microphone, and it's almost like people are staring at you. I don't know why, but I'm seeing like these gravestones turn into to like seats. Like there is something about you showing others something about yourself, your beauty, your creation, your hobby. Okay, you have the cave with no windows. You see, it's almost like your perception has been so closed off, and a lot of what you've been attracting has been this lonely type energy, this I have to do it alone. You know, it's almost like you've just been in this, you know, you don't understand what I've been through type energy. But you're going to start to walk, like I'm hearing walk into the woods. I'm sure, like I'm seeing like the Darkwoods Tarot as well, which I don't have with me right now. But I also see like, was there like a musical to do with the woods? I can't remember, okay? I'll have to leave it on the screen if I remember. But there is something about like you walking into this new space, this new energy. It's like again, this energy, like they're showing me so you'll understand it. Grave stones to like woodland, right? It's like two different energies, but it's like now you're moving on. And there is something again about honoring the bodies. I'm seeing a bit of Anubis as well, like mummification, something about like mourning the bodies here, mourning your old self, you know. I do feel like around the new moon in Pisces that we have next, it is great for you to put your old self to rest, okay, and start manifesting that which you want to grow, okay, because there is literally a lot of abundance waiting for you. There is a lot of people that I even hear like from your past that are gonna even come towards you with a lot of like financial opportunity. And I know I'm hearing like people of your past are not going to be able to touch what you've been growing, but I do hear them say a different turn of events where it's like you helping heal these people now, right? Or you helping inspire others with your work. Everything is going to come full circle in your life, but how can you create in a cave if you don't ever grow from it, you know? And again, Hecate's energy here, okay, especially with the cave, it's almost like how she holds her torches as well. It's like this mirroring energy. You can still be, you know, private. You can still have boundaries here in this new self-concept, in this, you know, new manifestation that you're creating, this new successful business, this community. I see like a farmer's market here. It's like that abundant type energy, just like a lot of different people coming around. Some of you, this is worldwide, people coming worldwide to celebrate you, to want to see what you have to offer. But if you're always in this cave with no window, how are people going to see? If you don't express yourself or show up, show people what you have to offer, how can you ever, you know, grow? How can you ever show people this is who I am? I even see like love situations. If you are single and looking for love, it's almost like how can you be beautiful and keep yourselves away? And what is that TikTok sound again? Some of you are really beyond TikTok, okay? But I see like beautiful things don't keep themselves hidden. That is from something though, probably like a show or something. The snake also here is really daring you to like shed skin, go and be, you know, it doesn't matter if you think people are going to hate on you or people are going to think you're weird, because you're not. So I feel like what you're mirroring to the world now, or what you should be, is that who you want to be? Who do you want to come? I'm hearing like the burden is too much to carry of being someone fake, being someone that is always alone. Because you know what I'm hearing as well? I feel like Hecate is really guiding this part of the message, right? She's saying like, what is the point in being alone, right? Like I almost hear her say like, you'll appreciate more what it is that you have in solitude when you are surrounded by these people, especially if you're introverted, especially if you don't really like too much show and tell. Like I don't get a very showy type energy, but it's there. Like you have the potential to have access to a lot of abundance if you don't already. Like you have successful energy, but what makes you powerful is that that is not your calling. Like I see books here, like you'd rather buy books, you'd rather be in the cemetery with the dead because they're more lively than the people that have been around you. But a part of this like self-concept is mirroring new people, new energy, people who have these same quirks as you, who understand your boundaries, who understand what it means to have something that is your own, that have been through things that you've been through. You're going to start to mirror a lot of different energies. And I do see this energy, Pawan, of expect like the elderly as well, right? People you wouldn't expect to approach you, just see your work in such a beautiful way, or see you, who you embody in a very magical way, right? So I do see this like glass full, like the Ace of Cups type energy, right? I see like a lot of this self-concept needs to come from inner fulfillment. It needs to come from being able to share your love, right? And again, I feel just Hecate saying it's a bit selfish to keep something so magnetic and beautiful to yourself. Share your gifts, share what you've learned, share yourself. Again, have that boundary, because it's important to do so. It's important to be grounded in who we are, right? But you see, listen, success, fulfillment, you're supposed to have such a abundant community of people that are going to help support you. It is your perception that is changing. It is your experience. You're no longer going to be experiencing that of loss, that of worry. You know, you're never going to have to worry about having to do it yourself again. And notice how her arms are not really here, right? She has a body, she has a, you know, her trunk, but the branches, her arms, are not available anymore because you've been doing this alone for a very long time. And now it's time to have people help you, help people celebrate you, add to your business. And I see like I don't know if you have like a money pot or like a spell bowl, like a money bowl. I just see like a tip jar or something. There is something maybe where you need to have a tip jar, because I see like a lot of people just walking past or past like your stall. I'm seeing like a stall, like again, farmer's market, just like adding money into your tip jar, or you know, adding money to your services and saying like, wow, like some of you busking type energy, right? Where people just walk past and like everyone's eating out of this honey jar I'm seeing, okay? So it's like a very fruitful energy. It kind of gives me Winnie the Pooh vibes. You know how they're all different animals, all different energies. They all represent something different, but it's how they come together in, you know, aid of, you know, representation of what Winnie the Pooh is, right? Hidden illnesses, or, you know, again, even self-concept. People not knowing that Winnie the Pooh, they all represent, you know, different parts of what is hidden, of disability, mental illness, autism, right? Depression, eel. It is this energy of like, it's more about how you all come together. So your self-concept here is about letting go, and literally money is about to pour in for you. Letting go of what has hurt you and starting to pour into what is going to give you growth, what is going to bring you a lot of new energy. I see new vibration. And again, there's something about this procrastination. You need to like get on your projects, start again investing more, not necessarily more time, although again, you have a lot of time here, right? Invest time, but it's not just about the time, it's about the currency, the feeling, putting yourself out there, like make steps towards it, even if you don't have it together. Because remember, before you know it, people are going to start to come in and start to help you take that project to the next step. I'm hearing don't worry about the finances or the lack of the lack of like people, because it'll all come together. And especially now, we're in very different times in life where it's very easy to have access to people, money, right? People who were quote unquote nobodies in the past, famous on TikTok, right? Or, you know, we have a lot of these things that come in aid, and you'll be surprised, okay? That plus divine intelligence, you know, them pushing you towards what is right. So go into things with more feeling. Start mirroring now healing. Start mirroring everything that you've learned and grown from. You know, start putting your energy towards people who are going to help you grow. You know, I even hear like the other way around. If you have a bit of something, invest it into another person. Trust me, the universe is bringing the right people in at the right time, okay? I love you, Part 1. I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one. Pile 2, you got illusion. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. So a few things. I pulled some oracle cards pre-shuffled from one of my decks. We're going to pull some more. And then also you have 2 tarot cards that fell out. The deck that I'm using that I feel called to. So first of all, pile 2, when it comes to your self-concept, everything about what you are mirroring in your life is an illusion. I'm hearing like, I feel like I'm seeing like someone scroll on TikTok, social media. It's almost like everything that you are seeing in your life that you want access to, you have access to. And it's almost like this energy of like, you know how they say social media is not real, everything's fake. That is kind of like how they're showing me your life is, or your perception is. And I feel this energy of like you've been through so much. Some of you have some intense trauma that you've been through. I even see like it's almost like you've changed a lot. You've grown in terms of your mind. I'm seeing like your heart. I see like someone who maybe had a lot of abuse in their past, trigger warning, or a lot of sexual abuse. Not even just that though, I see it's almost like you've just like really grown better when in terms of like your ego, in terms of like how you feel things used to be so painful for you, or maybe you used to, like, I'm hearing them say like be a bitch. I hate to say it like that, right? But it's almost like just in every type of way, not even just in like a mean girl type way or like a mean energy. It's more like you just used to allow people to walk all over you. You used to allow certain relationships to take hold of you. You emotionally let people trigger you. And even if this is what you're dealing with right now, know that your self-concept is going to change, right? Because you are a natural alchemist. You are someone who is able to deconstruct a lot of their life and take back their power. And I feel Lilith really coming through this pile, okay, really coming through to really help you dominate new energy. Now you have the Two of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, sorry, but I'm also seeing like the Three of Wands. You have a lot of manifestation that is coming towards you. Like you opened a new gate, you walked away from a person, a situation. You are actively changing your life. The way that you view yourself is no longer how you used to. Think of all that you've overcome in your life. Even if you think, oh, like I haven't done any of that, you know, like I've literally just survived. But no, you have overcome a lot. You've managed to address maybe your ego. You've really learned to honor your heart, your boundaries, and a lot of you are going to start to have more boundaries. There is a lot of expansion that is being pushed towards you. You see how this woman looks like she's going towards the individual. It's almost like as soon as you step off this cliff, you go through this horizon, opportunities, money, just like everything that is going to be of your new self is going to be invested. And I see it's not even just about what you have to make in order to get that. Maybe there was this like self-constructed belief when it comes to like what you're building, maybe career, where you have to have a business set up, you have to have the money set up. The universe is going to find a way. It's almost like all you need to do is change the way you view yourself. Start seeing yourself as the alchemist. Start seeing yourself as someone that is grown. I can transform from fucking anything. I have been through so much, but it's not I have been through so much now. It is I'm creating a life of happiness and substance. I'm actively right now living a life of happiness and love. It is not no longer about this past energy, what I've been through, blah, blah, blah. That is your story, right? And hold that with confidence because, again, you went through it. This is who you are. You transformed. But don't let it be all that you create. Now it is time to maybe express that story, express the people how you do it. There is a lot of travel, a lot of planning here coming in, just so much that is, I almost like I'm hearing what it is that you're meant to see now. I see like, I don't know, you're coming out with a book, or there is something about I see like a bookstore. Honestly, it's almost like people showing up to view what you've created in life. You see, it's like, listen, people just literally flocking in left, right, and center to see who you are, to see what you're creating. But I feel like there's something here I'm hearing about your individualism. So maybe you are really learning right now what it means to be you. What is my identity? What is, you know, what is the purpose? What am I going to tell people who I am? Like, how am I going to show up? And you're learning. Maybe I don't need to tell anyone anything. Maybe I just show up. But it's almost like it comes from you first before it comes from anyone else, okay? Notice how the crow is speaking in the mirror. It's almost like you have to gain that confidence first. You have to say, no, this is me. Some of you, I see you like practicing affirmations in the mirror. Okay, just like practicing how to speak. You're going to speak in front of people. You're going to travel. You're going to share, again, your story. It's about owning who you are, right? And maybe you haven't been able to express who you are because there has always been people, maybe two individuals as well. We did see those twins, right? People who have always held you back from being yourself. You know, it's always been like people of your past, or even just like within your own mind thinking, oh, this person's gonna think this, they're gonna judge me. Like maybe even like people using your past to try and hurt you in some way, or I'm hearing like somebody, like fake friends, maybe try to profit off your currency. I'm seeing like smoke here as well, like actively coming up. You know, people really trying to create this illusion in your life that you're not good enough. And again, it's almost like the second that you start to realize that which you've been allowing you to hold back, these people, these feelings that are just within your mind, I literally just looked at this card in a different way. Your perception is going to change. And notice how this trash cans is not even in the environment, right? Using mirrors as a portal to a new energy. Pull the energy through the mirror. Mirror magic, glamour magic. Become who you said you wanted to be, and better. It doesn't matter what you have, because magic is a real thing. And once you start to trust that like magic is a real thing. Some of you was about to say marriage then. Okay, some of you need to believe that love is all around you, that there is more than your marriage. Even for some of you, like I see pole 2, you may be, again, here come these two people. It's like until you let go of like people, I see you becoming this very strong like divine feminine energy. You don't have to be a divine feminine or a feminine at all. You can be any gender, but it's almost like you're becoming that strong and empowering version of you. And the more that you focus on your past, you're gonna have these enemies, you're gonna have these, you know, things that it's almost like everything, every step that you take in life, everything, every affirmation, you're going to have that blockage. And it happens, right? When we start to upgrade our subconscious beliefs, or we try to now bring what we've been trying to manifest towards our life in front of us, we start to embody it. We have imposter syndrome. We have this false energy that comes up, that is the old version that tries to stop us from creating new, that stops us from being part of our new life. And you have to just step out the box, and you have to do it. You have to stop allowing these things to control you, because the more you do, right, the more you do, the more easy it will become. The more normalized your visions, your manifestations will become. It's almost like they're showing me, you know, when you have like an ex, or you have, you know, someone who is really like controlling your thoughts, you never think you'd get over them. Sorry, my mind is just a bit, ooh, right? You think like, and some of you, it's like this, your mind just goes 0 to 100, you know, goes towards the past. You thought you'd never be able to get over that ex, but yet here you are. Here you did it. May have took 3-4 years, but you did it. It's your intention. It's how you show up. And finally, I feel you're going to start to look in the mirror and you're going to start to mirror this energy of, this is who I am. I'm beautiful. I'm stunning. I'm literally a godsend, right? I'm a goddess. You're going to start to see it. And the more that you say it, and sometimes like you have to break out of that shyness. You have to break out of that burden. Again, notice how each of the wands are not touching. In the traditional Two of Wands, they're always holding one wand. But notice how he's not touching either of the wands. He just is. Nothing controls him. Nothing. Everything I want is already here. Powerful energy, I'm telling you. You have a lot of comfort that you need to break out of. And once you start doing that, you start making it a habit, it becomes possible. But again, it's almost like if you say you're going to start a diet and you don't, you just won't. You won't move. It's about how you show up, right? Because those people who have truly lost weight, who have truly transformed their bodies, right? If we think about this just for a second, are the people that have taken the time to actually be determined, go to the gym, that have really put their intention into it, that have changed their lifestyles, that have decided, I'm going to change, I'm going to do this, I'm going to step out the box, damned what is telling me I can't. Who cares if I'm living in trash? If I don't have a home, I will make it, I will do it. And this is how you're getting yourself out of this concept. Now, again, I know things aren't easy. And we have to honor that. We have to honor realism, especially in this life and everything that is going on. We have to stay grounded. But I'm hearing like Lilith come through a little bit and she's saying, fuck grounded. No, don't do it. Stand out and be yourself, because that is how you got here today. You did not follow the crowd, and you have to honor that. And I feel like you're really awakening to that. You're awakening to this new version, what it feels like, most importantly, not just what it looks like, what it feels like. I see like a text message, a message, or I don't know. Okay, some of you, if you work, I don't know, I'm seeing somebody who works in a cafe. This ain't going to resonate for everyone, but I just see like this imagery, right? Symbolism, take it as symbolism. Someone like coming in, offering your number, with like their number to you, and it's kind of like, I'm putting it down, right? Whatever. I see it on like a napkin, or there is going to be like opportunities that come in, but again, it's how you choose to see it. If you see things that come in towards you as like, oh, it's not good enough, it's not really what I wanted, if you don't step out of this box and see what is new, what is outside of your limitation, because again, everything is literally an illusion. I did a TikTok on this. Everything is an illusion. What if those people weren't really giving you evil eye? What if what you wanted to manifest wasn't actually what you wanted? You know, like break down the limitations is what I feel. A lot of you are determined, and it's not that you're not, but you still wear a lot of these scars. You still carry or hide behind this wand. You're never really yourself, even though you say you want something new. Again, test of faith as well. It's almost like you don't ever like truly trust and embody. So now the key is here. It's like the power is in your hands. What you do with it, how you embody yourself, is how your life is going to go, right? You're never going to know what you like and what you don't like unless you do it. And I do this sometimes when I'm reading books, right? I always mirror this vibe of like, this book I'm so excited to read, but I'm not going to read it until I want to read it, right? But it's that energy, that why we sacrificing what we want instead of just doing it. Why don't we just do it? Why are we wasting time? Why do we always put the things that we actually want to do towards the back, right? You know, well, if I just start this business, maybe it'll grow, right? We'll see what happens. No, set the intention. My business is going to grow. I'm not going to struggle. I'm not going to have to take money from elsewhere. This is my business. It's going to be successful because I choose it to be. It is about, again, how you embody yourself. The Nine of Pentacles. Again, you have a lot of this luxurious energy, but you know, again, guarded workaholic. Are you guarded here? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you pouring into your life the way that you want? So your self-concept here is about breaking down these boundaries, breaking down these limitations you think you have, making moves and truly becoming yourself. Damn to what people are going to think, damn to the spell work you have to do in private. You are showing up, and if people want to understand it, they will. And some of you, they will, because you are mirroring that. You are around understanding people. You are to be seen, you are to be heard, you are to embody the life that you always dream about, right? This is your birthright. Step into the energy. I love you, pole 2. I will see you in the next one. Pile 3, you are survival. Let me tell you, when I pulled your cards or your tarot deck out the box, it literally flung open. So let me just say, you are breaking free out of survival mode. This is what your self-concept is, what you need to change. Stop living in survival mode. Stop living in this energy or this bubble of protection and start to make moves. And you have the King of Wands here. You are a natural leader. You are supposed to be so further along, I'm hearing, than you are. You're not, because whatever, it's divine timing either way. But I feel like you have really been dimming yourself to please other people. You've been hiding yourself away. You've really been almost like trying to be something that you're not. And it's funny, right, that the crow is beneath the branches and the fox is on top. When crows, ravens, they are the ones always flying. They're always the ones that perch on top. They like to have a high view. I don't know if you've noticed crows, but they like to be on the top of houses. Birds are always in like a bird's eye view, right? And notice how the crow is dimming himself. Why? Why? To please other people. Some of you are just scared of fear, scared of failure. You're just scared of being your natural self. I feel like my throat is like really constricted at the moment. But it's almost like the more that you tune into yourself, the more clear your intentions become. The more that you understand that, one, you're divinely guided, you're not doing this alone, but two, you have the power to literally change your life. You have, pay attention to signs as well, and love. I picked 2 oracle cards. We're going to get some more. But a lot of you, what I feel right now is this divine masculine wound, right? I feel this energetic divine masculine wound that stops you from truly being yourself. I see a divine masculine that really ran things, like was very controlling maybe, or not even just divine masculine, the masculine energy, the father wound, controlling, always had to have things their way, even just like in relationships, people that you meet, counterparts that you meet, right? It's like this energy of you breaking free from that. Now I do also sense maybe like an Aries, Leo, Sag, masculine energy, could be any sign, that some of you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well, someone who was sneaky, someone who maybe was deceitful, lied to you, someone that just really did not orchestrate, like I'm hearing a good relationship towards you that you are healing from. And I feel this energy of like, whether it was a father, masculine, there is a lot of this like dimming of self, okay? And it comes from a fear of abandonment, a fear of failure. So right now, there are a lot of these broken roots, right? Again, the wound for you around survival, what your self-concept, what you're mirroring is a lot of this broken energy, broken foundation, not feeling good enough, not feeling connected to the masculine energy, maybe seeing money, relationships as something that is more powerful than you and that you have to hide and run away from. And some of you, I feel like you want to run away, or you want to buy like a house. Maybe you live with family. There is a lot of this like running away type energy though, okay? So pay attention to the sign. The owl is really coming up for you, the snake, the crow. Animals in general, we've got the bat here. There is a lot of justice coming in. You are really breaking down this illusion that you are of a broken home or a broken foundation. And I don't just mean where you grew up. Foundation meaning our first home, our self. Who are you? This is the self-concept work that you need to be doing. I'm not suffering. I'm not a failure. I'm not going to fall if I don't have certain type of money. You're learning not only to let go that of which you think is unsafe, but also you're learning to really be your own self, right? Be in control. Not have to hide yourself away. It is okay to even just be safe being you. You were taught not to be yourself. And there could have been, again, a very significant memory. It could have been more than one memory. Just like, again, people who mirror this lost type energy, this, I have to be less than, I shouldn't be in control. There is something here about self-worth. Again, there is your crown here. The crow really mirroring your crown. What is it that is going on within? A lot of you, it is subconscious as well. Not only within your root, your foundation, but subconscious. Because some of you have really tried to let go. I'm hearing you're halfway there, okay? You're almost there. But you're still allowing yourself to be restricted, right? I'm hearing like unfaithfulness as well. Again, like you have to go above and beyond. Diving towards the heavens, you have to go above and beyond to get what you need. You have to move at very specific time. You can never really just be yourself floating in the storm. You have to make sure that you are safe, And again, there is a lot of this built up anger, a lot of this dreaming energy. You see, a lot of like carrying your wishes, wanting to do just what you love, but never really getting the chance to, having a lot of this built up anger over emotional situations as well. So it is time to break out of this survival mode. It is time to really like prove to yourself that it is safe to be you. It is safe to embody. I am seeing the Black Panther here in my vision as well. It's almost like that daring energy. I'm getting like Jungle Book vibes. Okay, it's almost like I don't really remember the full story of the Jungle Book, but I believe, I can't remember if it's in 1 or 2, where it's like shunned to go into the woods because there's dangerous animals, and there was a snake, right? It's almost like that energy. It's like, going above and beyond to reach and see what you end up with. You may end up with new friendships. I'm also hearing like people who have been through, mirrored what you've been through. You're going to get justice as well over a lot of, things. And not just like justice, oh, this person's going to get their karma. It is justice for yourself, It is time for me to shine, to be myself, Even just letting go of that struggle is going to make you feel so much better. You don't have to just be in this control. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to drown and kill yourself over and over again. And there is something about portraits here for you, okay? Pictures. I don't know if you keep looking at a picture, you keep looking at an old version of yourself. Maybe it's that kind of energy, right? Like, I wish I was this, or when I was younger, I was able to do this, or, I had a body like this. Even like just about your future, or like if I just ran away, if I just moved out, got the money together, I'd be able to do this. But the self-concept work here is that you need to do it yourself now. It is the present moment that is going to change things. The 5 of Swords. You need to be letting go of this conflict, this anger that you have around either money or having to survive. Go and do some oppression work. I have my Alchemy of Lilith available if you want to book now. But there is something here about Like, go and look at where you are surviving in your life. Where did survival come from me? Where did I learn that? Who taught me that? Because you're really going onto the unknown, like into the unknown. Everything that I've been channeling recently has been Dorothy. Like, I'm off to meet the wizard, okay? The wonderful Wizard of Oz. That's what I'm feeling. Like, you're going off onto this unknown path. It is not what you think, you know? And sometimes in our mind, we build things up to where, like, facing a person or, you know, speaking up, it's kind of like, it gives me school project vibes, you know, when like you didn't really want to stand in front of the class. Or I don't know if any of you did drama at school, but it's like having to act in front of the whole class. It's almost like you're gonna see how easy it is once you take this leap of faith, or once you stop yourself from really surviving and you just say, you know what, I'm here, I'm now. Who do I want to be now? Not what do I want to achieve? What is the goal in life? Who am I now? I'm a natural leader now. I have the power within me now. And I had to go through this. This is why I set on my Alchemy of Lilith course, because I went through this energy. I had to learn to stop running, because it is only when you understand who you truly are now, you accept where you are now, and you begin to heal, you begin to deconstruct everything that does not make you happy and everything that takes away your power, that you can truly grow. You cannot grow in places that continue to break you down, that keep you limited, because all you'll ever be is limited. And you already know this is not the place that you want to be right now. So your self-concept is about pushing yourself out the boat, okay? I do feel like timing is an issue here for you, okay? But again, let go of the conflict. Some of you need to find forgiveness. If not forgiveness, I always say self-concept for a lot of like the problems. I don't know if there's been arguments, conflict, drama with people. Maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or someone who constantly ignites this anger within you, family, right? But I feel like it is time to start watering new energy, walk a new path, like pour your energy and your emotions into what you want to grow. Cut the emotional tie to that thing that causes you stress. Again, destroy everything in your life that you don't want. The Hierophant. Again, natural leaders. Some of you are teachers, or you have a lot of ancestral gifts that you need to tap into. A lot of like spiritual transformation is happening for you now. A lot of spiritual lessons. The mice kind of remind me of 3 blind mice. Again, it's like you don't always understand or see what it is that is on the other side of this fear, right? But once you take that leap, who knows where you'll end up. It will be something good though, because you have this spiritual connection, you have divine connection here. And some of you are supposed to be speakers, you're supposed to be seen, you're supposed to just be this even freeing energy. You're not supposed to be worried about people of your past, of what you don't have. You're supposed to just be with the knowledge that you have now. A lot of us underestimate what we have now, even if we have nothing. And trust me, been in the nothing for a very long time. Underestimated 1000% all the tools and resources that I already had, that I had bought years ago. You see, 10 of Cups. Everything is fulfillment now. So your self-concept work here is about seeing yourself as more than just this survival energy, of this timid mouse, of this person who only gets a little bit, only pushes themselves a little bit, steps in the water but never swims, steps in the water but never truly crosses to a new path. This is your energy. It's about seeing your life as more than the broken home and foundation that you came from. Seeing yourself as someone who is so worthy, who is ready to achieve, who is ready and meant to have so much love surrounded by them, more than these broken relationships that you have. You are supposed to have a fulfilling life. So let go of everything that is causing you contemplation. 53 is an angel number for you. Okay, 555 changes, the wheel is turning. But how can it turn if we are not willing to see it turning? If we are not willing to change ourselves in the process? Change is inevitable. It's always going to happen. How are you going to sit with this change? How are you going to grow from right now? I love and appreciate you, pile 3. I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one.